One night, Miyuki, a high school girl, noticed that a stranger was added to the contacts of his message app. She was surprised and worried, but the message from the added contacts became more and more anxious. The message was, February 24th, 4 p.m. tomorrow. An accident occurs at the intersection of Town A. Miyuki was very afraid of who sent the message and what would happen, but there was no reply to reply. That night, she was worried and couldn't sleep. The next day, I met my friend Mai at school and learned that she got a new mobile phone. Miyuki, good morning, Mai. How about yesterday's new mobile phone? Mai, yeah, it feels really good. The operation is smoother than the previous mobile phone, and the camera will be beautifully visible. Miyuki, that's good. But there was something strange yesterday. A message came from a stranger to the L message app. Mai, yeah, really? What was it written? Miyuki, it was written like a prophecy. There is an accident at the intersection of Town A at 1600 on the 24th of tomorrow. But I don't know who sent it at all. Mai, well, it's scary. I guess the accident really happens. Miyuki, that's right. Anyway, be careful. After school, Miyuki passed the intersection of Town A on his way home. At dusk, the streetlights were giving a little brightness, but nothing had changed. However, looking at the clock, it was already past 1600. Suddenly, there was a loud noise at the end of the intersection. Miyuki didn't know what had happened at first, but immediately noticed an accident in front of him. The car collided violently, and I saw the people involved in it. Miyuki was astonished at the scene and trembled with fear. She was scared of what she saw was related to the eerie message she received, so she was scared and went home. That night, Miyuki fell asleep trying to forget the event. However, the scene appeared in her dream and caused fear. One day after midnight, a high school girl Miyuki's mobile phone suddenly rang. She woke up from her sleep and looked at the screen and received a line message from a stranger. Miyuki opened the message, feared by fear. There was a mysterious content. Today, February 25th, 7 a.m., Mai will have an accident. Miyuki was shocked and was scared. She immediately called Mai and wanted to help her. However, Mai seemed to be sleeping and did not answer the phone. Miyuki became more and more worried that she could have an accident. So she decided to send a message online to tell her not to go out tomorrow. But the situation went in a bad direction. Mai was involved in an accident at the town intersection. When she woke up, she was lying on a hospital bed. It seemed to have been light injured, but fortunately there was no difference. After that, Miyuki asked me about the details of the event. Mai remembered that he was called by a suspicious person just before the accident occurred. She explained that the person hit himself and fell down, causing an accident. Miyuki was scared. She felt guilty that she couldn't protect Mai, and at the same time she was worried that she might be targeted next. Her hand was trembling and her complexion was pale. Tears spilled unintentionally and I thought desperately to do something. She decided to block a mysterious contact. Miyuki hurriedly picked up a smartphone and found a mysterious contact information and blocked it. At that moment, she was surrounded by a sense of relief and gradually calmed down. But she was still anxious. I had no idea how the mysterious person knew her line, or what purpose she was sent to her. At midnight, Miyuki fell asleep, and the sound of a mobile phone sounded. When I woke up, the screen showed an eerie line message again. You will be seriously injured at 1700 on February 26th today. Miyuki was again anxious. Just like my accident the day before, I was worried that I would be in danger this time. She woke up all night because she was worried about what would happen. Miyuki was crushed by anxiety and didn't feel like going to school. She couldn't talk to a friend and was just at home. However, only the time passed, and after the morning of February 26th, nothing happened, and Miyuki thought that she had become sick. In the evening, Mai visited her home and was worried about Miyuki. She came to her house immediately, knowing that Miyuki was off school. Miyuki confessed that she was anxious and told me a message from the block. Mai understood that Miyuki was worried and spoke to her. Suddenly, when I looked outside, I realized that a mysterious person was hitting outside Miyuki's house. Mai was surprised to see the person and said, "I feel like I was at the accident site yesterday." Miyuki was anxious, but he went out with courage and chased a mysterious person. However, I couldn't catch up immediately and continued to track so that I couldn't see it. Mai and Miyuki ran around the city to track a mysterious person. Then, I found a mysterious person entering the facility of an emerging religious organization. However, I was almost found by another person in the facility and decided to return home in a hurry. They decided to gather more information to find out what the mysterious person was and what they were doing. The religion, which Miyuki and Mai investigated, claimed that the future could be predicted, and believers purchased amulets and special products selected by Guru to avoid future bad luck. Miyuki and Mai thought that the religion was behind the suspicious product that the mysterious person was selling, and called this to tell her parents. Then Miyuki's mother remembered the story of the religion a few days ago and was alert. They noticed the disturbing element behind the religion and decided to report to the police. The mother contacted the police and reported that the religious group was doing fraudulent acts. The police immediately moved and started investigating. The survey revealed that the religious group had sent a foresight message to the youth line saying, "An accident occurred," and sold a high charm to the family. They complained about predicting the future, and believers believed in the prophecy and purchased special products. Miyuki and Mai were terrified that they were the victims of this scam group. However, through that experience, we learned that it is impossible to predict the future and it is important to be careful not to be deceived by a fragrant product.